Salutations, everybody. First, I just want to say happy Friday. It's Thursday right now, but I will be uploading this tomorrow. Reason number one is tomorrow is Passover. It's been discussed whether or not Passover is truly this month or next month because of the way the planets and stars are aligned, but that's irrelevant right now. I want to say that I'm going to show you some things in a little bit that might be a little bit terrifying. It's not like gruesome scary, though it's going to lead to that. And people think for whatever reason that, I'm a crazy person for talking about all this. But I can literally show you them talking about it. But I will show you that in a little bit. We're playing some disc golf right now, and I choose to go at this alone. I wish I could actually turn the camera around, but it's not letting me. Disc golf, so the way it works is, I'll show you. This is the map right here for how far it is, and you can see all the way over there. That is where we're supposed to be aiming this at, and I don't understand why it's not going to let me like flip the camera around, but like we could try it like this. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good shot. I was not expecting that. But this is the first hole, by the way. What I'm about to show you, I'm gonna give it like 2 holes. I'll be just rambling about other stuff that's kind of terrible to sport, and I pray that I don't see anybody walking down the trails. It's not like I'm embarrassed to talk about this stuff. It's just like I want to do this in peace. That's kind of the reason why I came out here by myself. And first off, I love disc golf. I hate golf, but I love disc golf. I was with a couple buddies. Hold on, let's actually just do this real quick. That's not bad. Okay, this is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. But the first person that was showing me this game, let me get up here real quick. When I was working at a solar company, it was like 4 of us, and I have nothing to hide. I used to roll joints and smoke joints all the time. I used to smoke a lot of weed, especially during, like, right before a gameplay. Hold on. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we would just roll joints, smoke in the car, hotbox the car, and then we would go play some disc golf. And honestly, it was a lot more fun that way, but I had to stop smoking and doing all that crazy stuff because I know God's gonna judge me in the end. I'm already out of breath. I did like 4 before this. 4 holes. It was 5, or it was like 4 through 9 or something like that. And I didn't see that there was 1 through 4. I couldn't find it. Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens when you don't exercise in a while. I'm literally walking up a hill and I'm out of breath. Let's try this. All right, so I'll show you this real quick. Wait, never mind. There isn't even a map for it. But the hole is all the way down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's all the way in the back. That's actually not a bad shot either. When I was doing the first 4, I don't know, I kept hitting the freaking tree every single time. It was terrible. But I feel like I shouldn't be talking too much about this. Obviously, I do have important matters to discuss. And I want to truly say, I'm not taking back anything that I say. Not a single thing. Reason why? Because I know what's happening. You can call me a crazy person. You can tell me to go see a psychiatrist. And I will tell you that I have been wrong about a lot of things in my life. A lot of things in my life. And I will admit anytime I am wrong. But I am telling you for 100% fact. Everything I said in the last video is going to happen. And when it happens, unfortunately, that is the time you're going to understand. I try to wake people up before it happens because I want you to come with me. I don't want you to be an inhabitant of this earth anymore. I hate it here. I mean, I do love this earth. I love the people, some people. But it's very clear to see right now that there are some evil people in this world doing some wicked stuff. And I pray that people are able to see this. And we'll kind of go into this in a second. Let's see if, can you see that back there? Yeah, you can see that. No, that's not a good one. That wasn't a good one. I mean, for goodness sake, guys, how can we not forget that over the course of history, we have had people try to literally murder us? Oh, you're such a terrible tree. You're such a stupid tree. I want to go kick it. Also, there was a sign that said, beware of bears. If you see one, back up and it said be quiet, walk back slowly. So you might just get lucky, you see me get mauled by a bear. But if I do get mauled, you won't be able to see it anyway, so. Okay, this is actually kind of making me down further from where I was just then. Let's hurry up and do this. Okay, we made it. Wonderful. We are skipping that one. All right, so we're currently on lane 5, or I wouldn't say lane, it's the fifth, it's this, number 5, the fifth shot, the fifth course, that's how you say it. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and show you what I was talking about. And I need people to just take a step back, just understand for a second. This is going to happen, regardless if you think it isn't, or whatever the case is. I promise you for a fact this is happening. When I show you these clips, these are the same people who are purposely collapsing the world's economy. You're seeing it done to the United States. If you're in the United States, you see it. Oh, there's food shortages. There's gonna be massive food shortages. Oh, Russia, Ukraine, Russia, and China. It's all their fault. No, guys, they're doing this on purpose. I'm telling you. Vladimir Putin was a part of the World Economic Forum, the One World Government. Zelensky, he was part of the One World Government, World Economic Forum. Joe Biden, he was part of it too. It's all the Democrats. It's all the Democrats in Congress. And you conservatives as well. It's you too. Not as many as the Democrats, but there are some in the Conservative Party who are part of that one world system. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and while you're watching, I'm going to watch it too so I can commentate afterwards on it. So here you go.
And the title of this session, are we ready for a new world order?
With all the current issues on our agenda, we tend to forget that we are in the midst of the fourth industrial revolution, which accelerates global change in much more comprehensive and faster ways than the previous 3 revolutions. I'm proud that the government of Dubai has been so foresighted in establishing a Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution in cooperation with the World Economic Forum. The objective is to quickly recognize the potential of new technologies, as well as develop the necessary ethical and political frameworks around those new technologies to ensure that those technologies are human-centered and society-oriented.
Well, it may be a bit late for that. I remember talking to an Australian diplomat at one point about this break between the US and China and said, you know, both sides are going to say, whose team are you on? And he said, our job is to make sure the question never arises. But the question has arisen. And so I think we have to go deeper. And it's not about the US versus China. It's about what underpins a world order is always the financial system. I was very privileged. My father was an advisor to Nixon when they came off the gold standard in '71. And so I was brought up with a kind of inside view of how very important the financial structure is to absolutely everything else. And what we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we are on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, We're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one. And the new accounting is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also, this new money will be sovereign in nature. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private, but what I see are superpowers introducing digital currency. The Chinese were the first. The US is on the brink, I think, of moving in the same direction. The Europeans have committed to that as well. And the question is, will that new system of digital money and digital accounting accommodate the competing needs of the citizens of all these locations so that every human being has a chance to have a better life? Because that's the only measure of whether a world order really serves.
Well, there it is. Them literally admitting that is about to be implemented. And first off, I just want to say before I commentate on what you just saw, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now, I'm warning you for a 100% fact. Everything from the Bible is coming true. This is the one world government the Bible talks about. You need to get right with Jesus Christ right now. And God hasn't blessed with that ability to just properly speak to people and in a loving and caring manner. But, low battery. I'm just telling you that the consequences of this life is real. Just like in real life, you do something bad, you will get judged for it. In a court, by people, whatever. The same applies in the afterlife. Everything you do in this life has a consequence. Even if you don't think it is something major or something minor, I promise you, everything you're gonna have to account for one day. Every word that you say to somebody, you're gonna have to account for that, because what you say to them might do, how do I say this? It might cause bad outcomes in their life that you're responsible for. Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven, my friends. I'm telling you for a fact. Again, I can't say this in a loving and caring manner, but he truly loves you, just like I love you. And I love every single one of you who is watching this. Right now, not tomorrow, right now. But back to what I was saying about the one world government system. I mean, it literally says it right there. It said it. World Government Summit. What does that mean? What does that mean? A one world government, just like the Bible has said. And let's not confuse it. The World Economic Forum and the one world government, the World Government Summit, is the exact same thing. They're all in the same party. And I'm warning you for a fact right now. What they are going to implement is called the Mark of the Beast. It is a mark, print, / microchip that can be either implanted in your left or right hand or in the middle of your forehead. No other place. If you refuse the Mark of the Beast, they are going to kill you. Just let's stop beating around the bush. If you don't take it, they will kill you. And when they talk about, oh, it's gonna lead to problems of, oh, people are gonna take advantage of this, or I would say take advantage of this, but they want equality for all. These people don't give a, these people do not care about equality. Have you seen what has been happening in the world? If you refuse the COVID vaccine, at one time, you weren't allowed to go into stores. You weren't allowed to do certain things. Do you really think these people are gonna try to make everybody equal? No, they're not. I promise you, they are not. I'm telling you for a fact, these people are the worst of the worst, and they are coming to kill you. I do not care what people think. This isn't a game anymore. I'm done pretending like any of this is normal. Because it's not. They're killing babies, first off, 7 days after birth in California. There's no debate about it anymore. You could try to paint the words however you want to. It's 7 days after the birth. And ask yourself for a fact right now. If that was a lie before, was, oh, it's a woman's right and the baby isn't alive, and now 7 days after birth, the new law that was passed, the baby is alive, where do they draw the line now? Where do they draw the line? You've already passed that mark. You've already passed that mark, and now it's just there. It's right in front of our eyes. Think about it. What do you think are going to be the consequences of massive amounts of abortions to babies? Telling little kids they should be the opposite sex and to not have babies. Do you think that's going to lead to a prospering society, or do you think they're trying to kill off a society? Think about it. All you have to do is just pause it all together. And I got banned for this last time, or I got a copyright strike. Gates, the founder of, let's say, I'm going to try to mix up the words so they can't copyright strike me. Soft Micro literally gave a TED talk about population, population. How's it gonna do that? Vaccines, abortions. It's all right there, guys. Now let's throw this disc. All right. I know this sounds all crazy. I get it. There's so many bugs around too. Where is it? Try to make sure you guys can see it. Where is it? Okay, it's like all the way back there. I'm probably gonna hit this tree, aren't I? Oh, that's not a bad one, actually. That's actually not a bad one. I have like 10% battery remaining, but that's okay. I wish we can just go back to the days where everything was just perfect, everything was fine. Well, I tell you all this so you can start preparing. Start preparing. And how can you prepare? I want you right now, or within a day or so, go to the grocery store, stock up on food. Do not be greedy. If you see somebody in need, give them food and water. My plan is, if I'm not taken in the rapture, which I'm not joking about that, there is a pre-tribulation rapture, but I'm not sure if I'm worthy enough to go in it. My plan was, let me shoot this real quick. That's a bad one, man. That's in the woods. My plan was, if I'm not taking the rapture, and when they shut the power off, because that's what they're planning to do, is a global cyber attack, shut everybody's power off for, I think it's like 4 to 6 months, to starve a massive amount of population. I was gonna start, oh man, of course there's spikies right here. This is terrible. Oh man, that kinda hurt. My plan was to go back to my original home. It's a gated community, and no, I wasn't ever rich. It wasn't like a fancy gated community, but it was on a beach. I would say a total of probably around like 500 to 1,000 people within that community. I was gonna go there, knock on every single door, ask them to meet at the beach at a certain time. I would say like 2 weeks after they shut the power off, I would have gone to everybody's store. Well, I would have started going to everybody's store after 2 weeks, so they can get the picture that, they shut the power off. Which way am I going? This way. And I would tell them, maybe a week from now, you're gonna meet at the beach at this exact time. Hopefully they are able to tell time. And I would have announced that, this might seem kind of socialist, but this is what we kind of have to do, is to help one another out. We gather all our materials, all our food, and we help one another out. I would give people specific tasks on what to do to help let's say hunters, let's say people who have a high mile per gallon car can go out, rally more people. I have a lot to that, but it's truly a lot to get into. I just had a lot in my mind about what I could do for that. This is hole 6, by the way. Par 3. This probably could take me 5. It is all the way down there. Ah, that's now you stupid tree, man. Unbelievable. Hit that little tiny little branch that's coming off the tree. I used to see it. This isn't even like a regular disc golf. I went to Walmart and then they were like, oh, it's April 17th with the new disc golf coming in. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why aren't they in right now? It is springtime. Oh, this is terrible. Oh. But again, I tell you all this, I'm going right here. Start preparing right now. Because once they collapse the economy, the dollar is worth nothing. And I'm seeing it all being put into place. I was like, why have they turned the power off? Well, it will make more sense if they actually collapse the economy first, then turn the power off, because what are you going to do when you can't buy anything? When the currency is worth zero of itself. And once that happens, that's a good one. Unbelievable. It's these specific holes over here. What was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. That tree is kind of making me mad. All these trees are making me mad. It's right behind that tree. Oh, it's going. Oh, that's not a good one. But apart from that, they collapse the economy, then the power will probably go off. Oh, this is what I was saying. Once they starve millions upon billions of people to death, then these are the people who will come in as the saviors. Doesn't that make sense? They're literally telling you, okay, this is terrible. Look at this. Oh, please don't be spikies. Please. Oh, there is spikies. Got it. They are literally telling people, okay, we made that. So stupid. They are literally telling people we're about to ban the traditional system of money and introduce a new one. What is that system? A one world currency, a one world religion, a one world government system. It's here, guys. It is here. We're almost done. Don't worry. But I want to get into the juicy stuff real quick. People think I'm crazy when I talk about when the rapture of the church happens. They're going to say it's an alien invasion. I was on a trail, and some might call me a liar for this, but truthfully, I try to be a man of Christ as best I can. I'm not perfect in any way. I still get angry, as you can see. Stupid trees. But I don't want to be a liar. I'm telling you right now for a fact, I was going to some tunnel. It was someplace in Waynesboro. As soon as I got out of the car, I'm not gonna lie, I rolled up a blunt. And it was like, right before I was getting that like high, like something inside of me, just I wasn't even thinking about rapture, I don't believe. It said alien invasion. And then I stood there. I was in shock. I was like, what? And it just puzzled my mind. Oh my goodness. When the rapture of the church happens, when millions upon billions, I don't think it's gonna be billions, most likely hundreds of millions at the most, they're going to say it's an alien invasion. Reason why? Look what they've been planting in everybody's mind. Oh, there's UFOs. Yes, guys, those are real. Don't get me wrong. I am not for a second saying that what you're seeing is fake. But what I'm saying is there's a different explanation for what you're seeing other than, oh, it's aliens from an extraterrestrial planet. Guys, there is a thing called fallen angels who come out of heaven, who had disobeyed God and have come to earth to wreak havoc, to go completely against God. You're seeing everything being put into place, from abortions to making kids transgender to heterosexual. Ugh. And guys, I have 2 gay grandmothers, okay? This is on them. I'm telling you what the Bible says, okay? No drunkards, no heterosexuals, no idolaters. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I can't remember right now. But I'm going strictly by the Bible, okay? There are fallen angels who come from heaven, who disobeyed guys. They are now a part of Satan. Demons, the devil, fallen angels can bend space and time. They can create illusions, mystics, and wonders that will deceive the likes of many in this world. That is what you're seeing, okay? And once the alien invasion, rapture of the church, once the rapture of the church happens, what is going to happen is they're going to say, guys, it was an alien invasion. Look, we have all these documents from all these years of these things happening. Oh, it finally happened. Oh, we didn't know this is happening. Oh, the misery. But the demons know the Bible better than most Christians. Even God says that. Okay? The reason why they are doing this is a consolidation of power. The same thing they're doing with climate change. A consolidation of power. What they're going to say with climate change, as someone who has worked with a solar company, yes, there are things that we do to the earth that is not good, but it's not going to be causing the amounts of havoc in weather that we're going to be seeing within the next 7 years. I'll say 7.5 because I don't know exactly when the tribulation is, but it's coming very soon. You're literally seeing a one world government about to take over. The Antichrist is going to come from the one world government. Once he takes over, it signs a covenant with Israel that marks the start of the 7-year tribulation. If I'm wrong, God, please forgive me. But as far as I'm concerned, that is when the start of the tribulation is. And it's going to be the worst time in human history. Again, I don't tell you this to scare you. I tell you this to get ready. Climate change. Again, a consolidation of power. Everything you're going to be seeing in the next 7 years was not caused due to climate change. I promise you. Yes, again, we do bad things to the earth every single day. There's dirty coals and there's good coals. We use a lot of dirty coal. It's not good for earth, okay? I get that. But it's not going to be causing these massive tsunamis, these earthquakes, the scorching heat from the sun. I'm telling you, do not believe these people. Same with the alien invasions. Not real. These are fallen angels. These are devils, okay? They're trying to make it out as an alien invasion when the rapture church was from God. They're using this consolidation of power so you can believe them and take the mark of the beast. Do not take the mark of the beast, guys. Let me throw this. I'm blabbering too much. I probably don't even have that much battery. Let's take a look real quick. Oh, well, I can't see it. That's fine. So we're making, it's backwards for that, but we're just going to be making over top of the so I think this one's pretty far up. Ugh, you are the worst, man. This is terrible. This is the absolute worst. If I don't have enough battery to get through this, I'm sorry. If anything, I'll just finish up when I get home. Or just leave it off there. Yeah, that's a good one. I wish you can actually see it. Again, this is kind of hard to do, honestly. I mean, I'm holding it right here. I'm trying to hold it and keep steady. Look, that's not a bad shot. It's right there. It's a very good shot, actually. So, my friends, I tell you, it is time. Think I'm a crazy person all you want, but when it happens, you will understand. It's right up there. Can you see that? I can see that. That's a... No, why are you curving that way? I'm tired. I knew my voice is going to start to run out eventually. I have no water on me, which is kind of dumb, if you ask me. Oh, you're the worst. This is so dumb, dude. I hate disc golf now. I think it's just because of this. The regular disc golf, I think they're like a little bit heavier, so it wouldn't bounce off like that. Okay, well, you didn't see that, but there. I don't even know where number 8 is. Oh, it's over here. Just be careful. So I'm gonna tell you, most importantly, and well, that's not the most important thing. Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven, my friends. I'm willing to die for him. I'm serious. And that day is coming. And possibly you're gonna look back in this video and be like, oh my goodness, he was right. I know. I've shown you video of them literally taking over, which is from the Bible. And I wish I could do more like scripture and show you, but like I'm not the best at Bible reading. I've read it, not the entire thing, but like the most important parts of it. It's a long book. I hate reading, but that's real. Okay, and everybody else is seeing it as well. I watch a lot of podcasts. I watch a lot of videos. I know podcasts sound like, oh, it's just some dudes talking about just blah 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 blah. But these are trustworthy people, and I also study up on scripture and stuff like that to make sure what they're saying is correct. This is a long one. This one's like 289. It says, sweet. There's also a bee following me. Ah, that's a stupid tree, man. That would have been such a good one if it just didn't hit that tree. That would have been going all the way down there. With the wind, it would have carried it all the way down there. Oh my goodness. Should I even try it? Should I even try to shoot it from right here? Dude, no, this is awful. You can't. Dude, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. My phone's about to die any second now. I gotta hurry up. We got one more hole after this. Oh, that's gonna hit the tree. What is... See, I get mad at these kind of things. It's like anything that's a minor inconvenience to me gets me a little angry. Why have I been attracting trees? I don't understand. When I wanted to curve, it doesn't curve. When I don't want it to curve, when I want to go straight, it doesn't go straight. It curves. Ah, that's curving. That could have been worse. It is time, it is time, it is time. Some are talking about Passover being tomorrow through the 23rd. There's people that are very convinced that the rapture of the church is tomorrow. But what I say is I don't believe the true Passover is this month. And I'm not 100% certain on whether or not rapture will be during Passover. There's a lot of videos you can watch about people explaining way better than I can about it. That's a good one. That was close. There are a lot of people that can explain it much better than I can. But it makes a lot of sense. Though no man knows the day, nor the hour. But he didn't say you couldn't know the week. I would say the Bible is probably one of the most sophisticated things in the world. Like it's like Black Ops Easter eggs. Or any type of game Easter eggs. It's a very wild stuff, what you can uncover from that book. All right, yeah, my phone kind of died, but that's okay. I hope that you actually learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoyed. I watched some of the video. I've been here for like an hour or so at my house. This is my home, by the way. You probably can't see a lot of it, but I'm warning you, things are going to happen regardless. Believe that I'm crazy, that's okay. And most importantly, your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is your only hope. You need to pray, you need to repent anytime you sin. I know it sounds crazy, it sounds cringe, but I don't seek the approval of man, I seek the approval of God. So I'm telling you, it is time to get right with God, and I speak to myself because I am not perfect by any means, but I'm striving to be. And I think that's all that matters. I love you all, regardless of whether or not you think I'm a crazy person, or you hate me, or dislike me, or whether you like me. Doesn't matter. I wish you all the best of luck. Things are going to be popping off very soon. They're all going to be attacking Israel very soon. You can see nation rising against nation coming against Israel. But the people who are going against Israel, that tiny little nation, they're going to get blasted. Not by Israel. It's just going to be very helpless. It's going to be like, God, you're going to see it. It's going to be very exciting. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Share this word if you enjoy this and you learn something from it. With that said, it's time to go, guys. Peace.